MGTOW walk. Video been a long time coming. And then people have been sending me emails and like, when are you gonna put a video up? Wondering what I'm about. I'm about a man going my own way. That's what I'm about. But when I created this channel, I wasn't really quite sure what I wanted to do. Um, so I just felt like I'll just create it as I go. That's what I just figure what I do. I could sit down all day and plan it, but my plan don't ever work out like that. I usually figure out things as I go. But anyway, a little bit about me. Um, I'm a I'm a newbie to the MGTOW realm. I've only probably been a MGTOW for about a year. Um, Recent marriage to a woman of 20 years. You know how marriages go. Oh, first of all, cheers, man. I want to send this drink out. This 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 couple of sips that I'm gonna give to each one of you guys until I drain this bottle. But I wrote some notes over here so I make sure I don't forget some folks. I sat down here for a moment, just started to remember some of the people that I wanted to recognize for helping me get where I'm at today. I mean, I walk a different walk than most MGTOWs, which is why I wanted to create my channel so that I can talk about some of the things that I think are more positive towards our existence. And at first I was like, well, I don't know what I can add to the group. I got a lot of experiences with things that I learned a lot of lessons. So I guess that's where a lot of my help is going to come from. But I just figure I'll just share, and hopefully those things that I share can hopefully help somebody out. But I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to An Ear for Men. I listened to him a lot in the beginning days because I was going through. I mean, being married for 20 years to one woman, and have her tell you one day that she wants a divorce. I'm not perfect. I ain't gonna say that it was all my fault. I'm not gonna say it was all her fault. We all had our own play in it, but I had to come to realization certain things happen in your life to how can I say this, snap you out of this little meditation that we seem to be in, where we just kind of aren't cognizant of the things that are going on around us and the abuse that we take as men. Um, that most people, simps, women in general, don't see as abuse. But I'll just put it to you this way: there's a lot of experiences that I've gone through that I learned a lot from, and that I applied to my new mindset going forward when I decided I'm going my own way, and Ear for Men gave me a lot of insight into the real thoughts and the nature of women, and why I need to get more control of myself, and understanding that I'm the prize, and that I don't need a woman. I don't need a woman. I've even gotten to the point where I don't want a woman. I like a woman's presence when she's about something, when she has her mind focused on her goals and her aspirations. It kind of like it makes me more in tune to helping her, and that's what I'm about. I don't hate women. I just know the experiences I've had. I love my ex. It's just I it was a turning point in my life where I had to have a new chapter to go in another direction. I was actually I wasn't driven anymore. I ended up, as I'll tell you guys as you get to know me, I ended up with end stage renal disease. End stage renal disease is kidney failure, basically. I had a great career. I was a software developer. Been a software developer for 15 years. Been IT for 18. So I've developed a lot of software applications for you know billion-dollar companies. I used to work for Janus. I've worked for some big companies and I wrote good software. That's why they hired me. I was really good at it. But I got end-stage renal disease, and then I went through some failures with some surgery. As you see, I got this bandage on, which is from my dialysis. I get treatment through my arm. A lot of you that don't know about, dialysis, it's a very evasive, um, kind of barbaric practice in a sense, but it works. It keeps people alive. It's more of it's perpetrating your kidney in a sense, but it's not. It's doing it at a certain percentage, like maybe 20% of what your kidney does. So you kind of have to go quite a bit, 3 times a week for me, 4 hours a day in that chair, and I look forward to the weekend because Saturday I go and then I'm off Sunday and Monday. So that's when I start recuperating and starting feeling good again, and then it's time to get on the chair again. That's a story for another day. But let me continue my shutout. I wanted to make sure I stay on track. That's why I wrote these notes. So, Sandman, man. I mean, there's a lot of characters here that I found a lot of insight. That's probably the word I really want to use. They gave me some insight into how to approach certain things, and then I was able to devise my own approach, and that's what I use today. But I'll talk to you about that too. But uh, Big John, Big John, shout outs to Big John. I religiously watch Big John. He really gave me some great insights, and I thank you, Big John. I really do. Immortal Minds. I follow you religiously, bro, because you taught me some things about getting my business in order. You know, I'm a software developer by trade. For those that have never heard of me, I did that for 15 years. I was in IT for 18, and then I got disabled. And so I can't do what I used to do, so I had to figure out what else am I going to do. Or, how am I going uh, to make a better income? Because living off of Social Security just ain't working. I don't know how many of you guys ain't been on Social Security. Hey, I'm telling you, it ain't a joyride if you're looking forward to it. But it's a means of getting some income, but it's not enough to really survive on in this day and age. So you have to get smarter. And one of the things I loved about Immortal Minds is he really stressed the impact of making sure that you have multiple streams of income, which I already knew. I was very blessed to be in the financial industry with my craft. But the only thing is I didn't apply that to my life. I let my wife manage the finances, and I just focused on bringing in the bacon, thinking that she was handling it, doing well, and not saying that she wasn't. Not saying that she wasn't at all. It's just that she was getting stressed out by it, and she was having to make decisions that should have been my decisions to make, and I left it to her. And thus we got into a financial bind, which I had a lot to do with because I didn't mind living off of credit cards. Thus it got us into a $70,000 credit card bind. That was my doing. So I'm currently in the process of starting a business so that I can bring in substantial income so I can hopefully pay off my debt without having to file a bankruptcy and write it off. Because, I feel a fiscal responsibility to what I was responsibly spending. And I don't want to be like everybody else, like the Joneses, and just write it off. I'm a different brother. I'm gonna do it my way. And the way I want to do it is pay off my debt. And if I can do it by making income to do it, then I'm gonna do so. And I can't sit by and look at going and getting a job and hoping that the man is going to pay me the money that I want in order to ascertain the amount of income I need to pay my debt. Mm-mm. Can't think like that. So I had to change my mindset. We're smarter than that. We just don't apply ourselves. So I'm applying myself. That's what I loved about Immortal Minds. Then the Thinking Man's Templar. Man, he helps me understand a woman's goal in life, her strategies, her effects on men. Man, whoo! So many. I mean, I can't even list everybody here. There's so many people that I've learned from over time. I continue to learn. I follow on a continuous basis, and it helps develop me as a man of God because I follow God's principles and I try to live what I think is godly. I have people that have differences of opinion, and everybody is in tune to your differences of opinion, but you're not going to sway mine. I think how I want to think because I think as I do. So that's why I like the thinking man's template. Then we have my man Tim Likas. Woo! He's a raw character. I love him, man. He helps me get the raw side of me in order. Because if I have to get raw, I go there. I can. I choose not to. But if I have to, I just pull out my little tools from him like this toolkit over here, and I'll dig if I need to. I try not to because I rather love. Even I love on my enemies. And I got a story for you guys on that. And hopefully this is something you guys can learn from me in order to better your lives and be more effective in the people around you because there's a certain way that you have to think and a way you have to approach and use your cognitive abilities in order to strategize a way in order to defeat the will of Satan, which is to defeat you. Satan's here to defeat you. And I refuse to be defeated. I mean, he's tried to take me out several times. I've pretty much left this earth twice. Yeah, Well, I mean, I might as well say I almost died. I'm back, so I'm here. But I had a heart attack and a stroke at one time. And you wonder, whoa, heart attack and stroke. You should be feeble. You should be weak. I was feeble and weak at one time, but I was refusing to lay back. I mean, I went through my depressive state because I was just like, dang, I worked so hard to get where I'm at, and look where I'm at. So, I was like, well, Lord, what's going on? What you trying to do? You brought me back. What you trying to do here? I couldn't see the writing on the wall. He wasn't like talking to me like, hey, I want you to go and reach the people. He was just like drop me off in the jungle with the tools and said, go to work with no mission statement, with no map. It made me feel like I was in the military again. So I had to strategize what is the goal, and the only way I had to find out what the goal was, I had to read the book, the Bible. And when you read the book, it tells you certain things. And if you listen, you can figure out and strategize about the things. I kind of walk in the flow now. I kind of live in the spirit. I love living in the spirit. Some people may not understand it, but when you don't care about the things around you or care what people say to you or what they think about you or how they feel about you, I can't control how people think and feel about me. Your perception of me doesn't affect me anymore. I don't care. I live for me. I live to focus on me because what's important is me. I used to hold my wife up. I held her up on a pedestal, really, to be honest with you. And I know why the the separation and the divorce happened. Because the Lord saw that I held her up, and I didn't think I was. I would kill a brother. You touch my wife. I mean, it's going down. I mean, I'm gonna get down from mine, and I'm trained in martial arts. I used to box. I mean, I'm fairly adequate with my hands. I love him. I love what I used to do, but I choose not to do that. But if it's got to go down, the Lord has given me the skill set in order to handle business. So I just choose not to. But I would kill for my wife, but she started getting to the point where she felt as though I wasn't that man anymore because I allowed my inability to fight my medical condition to affect my relationship with my wife. But no, I got here for a reason. And then when I ran into Tim Likas, he taught me some things, and I listened to him a lot, and I really started seeing some similarities because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The beginning of my walk in MGTOW was women ain't like that. Not all women like that. No, no, no. But there's some similarities between all women that I found because the one blessing that I had is I was raised in a family where my father was in the military, my mom was at home. My father was, he was a maintenance NCO, and he made it to sergeant major. He was a command sergeant major. I was proud of him, but me and him always clashed. We never really agreed on a lot of things, and he was trying to control my life. And to be honest with you, I've never been one to be controlled like that. I mean, we can all get along, but why do you have to control me? I mean, I understand you're my father and you're trying to give me guidance, but I have differences of opinion because as I'm growing, I'm learning. So let me learn. Give me space to learn and bump my head. I did that with my son. I could probably bring my son down here right now and let him be on this video. He'd be able to tell you. I let him be him. I tried to make sure that I steered him in a direction and tried to make a man of him to make sure that he understand how a man's supposed to be. And he turned out excellent. And he lives the lifestyle that I think a man should live, where he has a family that he's looking out for. But at the same time, he's putting his foot down too when disagreements and discrepancies come up in his relationship. He doesn't let things go out of hand, and I like that aspect of it. And I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I just made sure that he knew I had his back. If you need my support, you got my support. Do whatever you need to do what you want to do. That's what I learned about MGTOW. And that's what I was kind of trying to live. Just I don't want to control anybody. I want to go about my business. And that's one of the reasons why I'm starting this channel, because I think we also need to change our mentality. I've seen some video from some violent brothers that have some animosities towards women that they really want to just project. And I'm like, well, cool, do you. But at the same time, I'm going to push the message of, well, why do you care? Why do you care if she's upset? Why do you care if she cares about what you care about or don't care about? She don't like you watching MGTOWs. Who cares? Don't watch me. Why do you have to even go through the conversation? See, I live it like this. See, this is how MGTOW walk is about. I got a little bit of MGTOW monk in me because and I'm sorry, I forgot one brother. Hammer hand MGTOW monk. I'm gonna give a shout out to you. I had an idea to. I'm gonna get back to what I was just saying, but MGTOW Monk, I had an idea, and I wanted to get a T-shirt made for you because you a trucker, man, and I didn't know how I was gonna approach that because I was like, well, I don't know if the brother's gonna want to give his personal information out for me to send him a T-shirt, but I just want to. And then I found a channel. I mean, not a channel. Sorry, I found a website where they actually have T-shirts already made with MGTOW. So I was just like, oh well, that's something I don't need to worry about. Creating. Hold on, sorry, y'all, my mouth getting dry. I got to take a drink. A drink to all those. I don't have nobody else on the list. MGTOW hand. Yeah, MGTOW Monk, you was the last one, my brother. Cheers to every one of you brothers that is doing content to help support the brothers that are going through and trying to learn where they're going to find their walk in the MGTOW community. And for me, which is what kind of confuses me when I watch some of these channels. See, I'm starting to jump around now. That's why I was trying to write notes, but that's just how I do it. So I'm just going to do it. Sorry, this is how I do it. But anyway, some of these channels just I see some of these women just talking about, y'all men y'all just this and this because y'all can't get no woman. Y'all can't. I'm just like, and then they misunderstand what MGTOW's all about, because what I understand it to be and what I like it about it is that I could do it my way. I'm not really finding a philosophy or anything. It's about understanding. Do it your way. You don't have to deal with anybody's objections, anybody's projections, because a lot of people try to project shit on you. Oh, excuse me. I try not to cuss because I don't want to, but I got liquor. Hold on. Let me get the cheers. Cheers, my brothers. Cheers to all of y'all. Okay? Much love. I had to do a mouthful first just to, oh man, quench that mouth and then I can swing. Mm, mm. That's my donation. I bought that. Yeah, I'm just joking. But anyway, here's to all y'all brothers giving out content that helped me get where I'm at today. And I just wanna make this my first video that I make sure that I give respect to the brothers that are out there doing things. You know, you're doing it your way. You know, I watch videos, some stuff I agree with, some stuff I don't agree with. You know, but you're doing it your way and you putting your content out your way. And how what I got to say about how you do your content is really irrelevant. I mean, I got love for your content, but really, that's still irrelevant. You're still gonna do it your way, whether I like it or don't. But I'm just being respectful and letting you know I like what I see. You're doing it your way, and that's what this is all about. And that's why I like rolling like this. And I had, I said, I had some. Whew, I'm trying to figure the right word to say. I had some. Hmm, I wasn't quite sure. I'm gonna break it down this way. I wasn't quite sure if I really wanted to put out that I was MGTOW, not really from fear, but rather from retaliation, to maybe, or being a bullseye put on you, or being put out. But you know, one thing about me is I'm ex-military, by the way. I was Army. I would I wasn't like um I wasn't like Big John, you know, Marine. But much praise. I got a brother who's a Marine, so hey, I know who get it done, and I was just support. But hey, I had your back all the time. But anyway, one thing about me is, you know, I always look at it like this: is I always support people, and I always try to stay positive. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm not against women. I'm more for women, really, to be honest with you. But I had to make sure I created this separation. You know, you have to create this separation in between women and let it be known. And I tell women like this, and this is what I always try to tell men. I'm telling you, if you want to maintain that distance, break it down like this. I'm sorry, I do not do relationships. Plain and simple. I don't do relationships. And when they ask why, it's because I choose not to do relationships. Now I can be friends with you, but I don't do relationships because I'm MGTOW. And then they say MGTOW, and I tell them, yes, I'm a man going my own way. I like to be single. I love being single. Man, after being married for 20 years and I got a taste of being single again, it was like an adrenaline rush. Adrenaline, yeah, adrenaline rush. Oh, yeah, whatever, adrenaline. But anyway, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that's good. I like every once in a while to have a fruity drink, one of them women drinks. But it's got a little fruity in its beer. I like beer. I like beer, but sometimes I like get a little fruity things. But I can't go back to the OE and the malt liquor drinkers like I used to do. But hey, I do got me some Tangeray. I did get me some Tangeray. This is the last of the one bottle that I bought. I ain't an alcoholic, so I got me a little taste, and that's the rest of it over there. I ain't tasted it since, but that was before. That was my New Year's. That was supposed to be my New Year's drink. So I got my New Year's drink. So New Year's Eve drink. Man, I'm tongue twisted. Anyway, but I don't even know where I was. But you got to get that separation. So once I got that separation, I felt better about myself. I'm able to walk around and I'm not fiending after women. I'll see a fine woman will come in front of me and be like, "Hey, she look good," and I'll keep on pushing. I don't sweat them. I don't look at them like with desirous passion. And the women that I do deal with, they're like sisters to me. I treat all of them like sisters. I I respect women. I don't go out of the way to whistle or to flirt with them. I don't do nothing flirtatious at all. I even got away from telling them they look good in whatever outfits they had because they consider that flirtatious. I'm just like, damn, the outfit look good on you. But I don't even say that no more. I got away to even giving compliments out. And some women they look good. I don't even compliment them. You just treat them like regular people. I treat them like they my sisters. I respect them. I don't want no harm to come to them. You know, and then the crazy ones, I just keep my distance. There's there you gonna run into crazies. Everybody ain't on the level, man. They ain't on the level. But you ain't gotta disrespect them. Just treat them like normal people. And then when they start acting crazy, just get out their presence. You ain't gotta stand around for that. You ain't gotta put up with that. You ain't gotta listen to that. When they start talking and yelling and screaming, hey, I'm Ghost. Matter of fact, if I gotta run away from you, it's gonna look bad for you because I'm gonna be bolting. But anyway, you just gotta find that separation, and you ain't gotta see what the problem is your past relationships done rubbed you the wrong way because you look at it like but turn your mindset around and say, what is the positive that I got out of that? How does she make me a better man? That's how I looked at it. Every woman serves a purpose in our lives. Everybody serves a purpose in our lives. And you can either take the positive from it or you can take the negative from it. I decided to take the positive from it. No, I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman because I already know I'm not relationship material. I have a focus. It's about making money. In 2019, I'm making money. I'm planning to be the first millionaire in my family, and I'm hoping to do it by the end of 2019. And y'all heard me say that. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm a man of God, and I'm saying right now that I'm gonna be a millionaire by the end of the year. Just saying. I'm putting it out there. And if I don't make it, I'm trying, homie. What you doing? Get your money. It's about the money, man. Bump them women, chasing the women. Everybody's trying to fake the funk like they millionaires and they're rolling in their Bentleys. I got an Audi. Oh man, my Audi's bomb. I drive the Audi for me because that mug is nice. GTS, it rolls. Man, I can hit any curve. Got some nice wheels on it too, and it hugs them curves. And I feel it. I'm a big car guy. I done had some cars. I done had a 1965 Pontiac Star Chief. It was a boat. It was a one of a kind. I ended up having to give it away. It was in storage for 8 years. My wife came to me and she said, "We got to let that storage go." I couldn't afford to go and get it. It was given to me free. So, hey, I was blessed. I'm a man of God. Reciprocity. So I gave it to the storage folks. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you the title, give it to somebody, bless somebody, whatever, and it's yours." And I can't pay the storage no more. I apologize, but whatever the contents are, that's it. And they wrote it off. They didn't send me a bill, and they were done. It was like, thank you. I was like, well, I can't cry about it. I bless somebody. You got to take your blessings and roll with it. And plus, you got to think in your mind, hey, this is about paying it forward. Paying it forward, man. I'm telling you, it's such a powerful thing. Because when you get blessed, you ain't going to realize it, but you just got blessed. And it's about getting paid this year. And I'm building a team. I'm even bringing women on my team. I mean, y'all might think right now, oh, bro, that's dangerous. No, bro. I look at it like this. You got to change your mind. See, all of all of us always looking at it like, man, I don't want to deal with my enemy. See, I have a different way of thinking. I like Donald Trump. I didn't vote for him. I'm a Democrat, always been. But them Democrats be getting on my nerves sometimes. But hey, I still lean toward a Democrat. But I had to look at his strategy, his approach to things. He's a businessman. I don't like his tactics, but his tactics are kind of effective. Huh. What can you learn from that? Let's change our mindset. What can we learn from thou? I'm trying to be all biblical. What can we learn from thou? But I was like, study him. I started studying him. I'm like, he's kind of effective. I wouldn't do some of the things he's doing, most definitely, but his strategies can work in other ways. So I just started studying. So as you study and you learn. So I'm like, okay, let me build my business that way. I started studying different business folks. You look at the way that Bezos built his business. You look at the way that what's his name? Oh man, his name just escaped my head now. Mr. Oracle dude. You know, some of them cutthroat. Some of them nice as heck. Look at Steve Jobs, but he was effective. He made his business work for him. So you got to take folks like that and learn from them. I became an observer. I took some beatings. I took a lot of abuse from different people, and some things didn't go my way. Or haven't always go my way. I was a senior .NET developer working for LA County in California, running 8 developers. I'm like the lead developer, and this is bomb. I'm the only one that got the contract because I was the only one that followed the rules. How can this be? I'm the only one to get the job because the only requirement was to supply a written application with your resume. Nobody did it but me. I got blessed. I just followed the rules. I encourage rule following. I work with my stepfather. His name is Ross. He actually has a nonprofit organization, and he works with people of the court that need support for filling out documentation to support themselves in legal matters. Because otherwise, they got to go to a lawyer and pay them $10,000, $20,000. So he comes in, charges them 3 grand or something, and then charges the rest of it to the government. And the government pays him for doing a legal service to the community. Beautiful. I love that. I want to help. But at the same time, I'm about making my money. His is a little slower. You can't rush the government, and his process is some things I got to change in my life, which I'm not willing to change those things in my life because I choose not to. I'm not going to let a government dictate what I do in my life just so I can make the money. That's not how I run my business. So I decided I'm going to do my own thing and work with him. And I'm going to try to do it my way. I'm not going to let the government dictate how I run things. If it's something I feel it fits within my category of understanding that I'm deeming okay, I will work with it and receive the money from the government. But there are all those other things. I'm not going to do it and have the government tell me you need to make sure these people kneel 5 times a day and stab themselves in the foot. Whatever the rules are. I may not agree with them. And I may not want to take on that contract. And I want to do that because I choose to. But see, I'm going off on a tangent again. Anyway, you got to find that separation, my brothers. Find that separation so that you can find peace and harmony with society. You know, you can't separate yourself. We got people that are prejudiced. We got a lot of black folks that are prejudiced. I got a guy sits next to me in the dialysis chair. He from down south. He got a different mindset than I have. I didn't grow up down south. I lived down south. I have a different mindset. I'm more of a northerner kind of a Miller kind of a guy. So I've had some of the southern stuff. I actually lived in Tennessee where I actually got to run into some skinheads and we was about to bum heads. But you know, I exited stage left to resist the retaliation that may come forth. You know, everybody thinks, hey, we black, we gonna be able to fight everybody, but you got to choose your battles, man. But anyway, I don't even know where I was going with all that. See, that's why I wrote notes. So let me stop there and go back to the notes. Anyway, I want to talk about the topic that my stepfather brought up to me. See, I stay kind of see. I'm making this video longer than I wanted it to be. It's 35 minutes, man. I might take this a different direction. This thing, masculinity. This video they made with Gillette. I watched it. See, I try not to be affected by what's on. See, I don't watch TV. I mean, I have a TV upstairs. I got a big screen TV upstairs. My son's on it. He play your videos on it. I got a big screen TV that my son uses. And I'm sitting here on a 15-inch computer, laptop. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's mine, and I choose to let my son use it. You know, I can go there and use it if I want to, but I mean, hey, I got a lot of things I can use. I just choose to use what I'm using. So anyway, where was I going? Oh yeah, masculinity. That video, Gillette. Man, what do you say to that? They've been pushing that for years, man. I started seeing that. I was back in the military. I got out in 1994. Okay? And I was seeing that in the military when I got out. They was changing things. They were starting to, you gonna give counselors. How you giving a counselor to a soldier in basic training to help him with his emotional needs? Anyway, I'm not gonna go there, but anyway, I started seeing it back then. You know, things was changing. There was more oppression towards the man, towards things that were manly. You know, man want to go out and piss in the damn bushes if he want to. The hell? Oh, there I am cussing. I said I wasn't gonna cuss. Anyway, man can't do nothing no more. You man out hunting, and he decided to go piss in the bush, and they want to complain about it. What you pissing in the bush? We out in the damn wilderness. Damn it. Oh, I ain't gonna control my language. Bump that. I'm me. I gotta be me. I'm trying to be never man. I'm being me. But anyway, like I was saying, man can't be a man no more. This masculinity stuff is this shit is just getting on my nerves. You know, I look at sports. Dwight Howard. Yeah, I gotta take a drink to him, bro. I mean, I don't know the truth. I mean, you can see. I'm like this. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Listening to what's on TV ain't gonna do nothing but depress me. So I try not to watch it. Dwight Howard, whatever you do, bro, do it your way. That's all I can say. Do it your way. Because you ain't pushing it on me. I don't care what the hell you do. Do you? I had to laugh at that one. Do you, bro? Do you? Do you? Do whoever else what the hell do we want you to do? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Let me stop. I love Dwight Howard, man. He was a baller. But his game started coming off the damn tilts when he changed teams, man. He was the bomb, man. I followed him. He saw him digress. Oh man. Let me drink one. This is to you, Dwight. If you ever see this video, I'm not talking bad about you, bro. I'm just talking the facts. Damn it, you fell off the damn rack. Shit. Come on, bro. Get your shit together, man. You a baller. Superman. Shit. I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna do all this tonight, but I got a drink now. I'm sorry. But for reals, man, this masculinity stuff, man. I mean, I don't. It don't bother me. I'm a masculine man. I don't care. My son's a masculine man. I did what I needed to do. Now he got a son. He need to do what he need to do, passing it on, generation after generation, man. My job is done. But I'm doing this video stuff so I can try to help somebody who might need some help, lead them in the right direction. I mean, everybody run around here thinking they need a woman, and then they get these damn Gillette videos trying to tell you, kind of trying to program you to be more. See, I'm not even thinking of the right words, and see, that's what's gonna make me mad because I want to make sure I get right proper dialogue. But anyway, to make the man feel inferior and he feels like he can't accomplish anything because somebody else said he can't. And that's where I disagree. And see, I've always been for the little man. That's why me and my wife was good together because we was for the little peoples. We was supporting the little peoples. I fight for the little peoples, you know? I mean, I'd actually squab for the little peoples, depending on what's going down. I mean, because I used to like to fight. I mean, we can box, get down, get down, get down. Okay, I ain't going there. But anyway, this masculinity thing, man, you can't let a woman or society change who you are. If you like to scratch your ass, scratch your ass. You like to scratch your nuts, scratch your nuts. I got an uncle, he cracks me up. And he tell a woman this quick, and I tell everybody this. If a woman is bothering you and you ain't with it, you tell her this. I can scratch my own nuts and become ghost. My uncle told me that. He said, I tell the bitch I can scratch my own nuts and I get the stepping. I couldn't let that go. I said, I gotta use that. So I use it. And I tell a woman, I said, I can scratch my own nuts. I don't need you. I like having you around, but I don't need you. I mean, I could go over there and beat off, and I choose not to, but I can if I need to. And it's not I don't have that desire no more. Women think, oh, man can't go without no sex. Okay, that's neither here nor there. That's what you believe. That's what you believe. I can't control what you believe. But I know one thing, I'm going my own way. That's all I say. But anyway, you got the movies doing it. You got it happening in the military. You got it happening in businesses. See, I spent a lot of time in business. See, I was in the financial area, but I was a programmer. And see, when I went to work for these financial institutions, it was just like, what I know about financial stuff, and I was just like, I don't know nothing. I'm a programmer first. Whatever you need programmed, I can make the translation. I said everything can be done, and they like that. And so they would hire me, and I'd come in and do exactly what I said I was going to do. I would make the translation and create them whatever app they was talking about, and they were like, "How do you do this?" And I was like, "I just have a skill. God gave me a gift that I just can do this. I could create stuff from your imagination. I just could do it. So I just did it. But you have it happening in government. Oh man, I mean, I could talk all day about what happened in government. Look what's happening with all our politicians. You know, look at all the freaky stuff happening. All these molesters, and they're pedophiles, and really men doing what they want to do, right? Women doing what they want to do too. See, I mean, this ain't a one man show here. Women doing their own thing. You got women talking about, I'm tired of being home alone because you out there working. You got to travel. So they go get with the mailman, the next door man, the guy that they go to the gym to train them, and they get that extra treatment that you ain't giving them because you out making your cheddar, and they feel like you don't love them because you ain't there, so they going to get their love elsewhere. Okay, well, that's why marriage ain't a good thing for a man. That's why I tell brothers, I said I ain't against marriage, but I think you can do better. That's my response. I think you can do better. And they ask me, what you mean? Well, marriage confines you, you know? You can still be with a woman without being married to her. That's what my daughter is doing. And I'm loving it because that gives her freedom, that gives him freedom. Because you got to also make sure you're trying to change the woman's mindset too. You know, you want to empower her. Even if she thinks she's empowered, keep empowering her. So she thinks she can do it. So she can do it. Then you're making sure she can do it. So that you don't have to worry about her coming to, she don't need to come get your money. That's my strategy. I deal with my wife. I love my wife. I'm trying to see her do well. I'm trying to help her build her business. Even with some of my own have to sacrifices. I mean, I'm trying to help her build her business because she can self-sustain herself. She can do her own thing. She don't need me. And I'm letting her know she don't need me. I'm good. Matter of fact, I'm helping her out because she already chose to go out there and get with her another man. So really, I could literally just drop her off and let her do her own thing and survive. But I don't do that. I have a different strategy. God put us on this earth to make change. So my change, my strategy is I'm going to try to do something different. I'm going to love my enemy. I'm going to make my enemy prosperous so they can't do nothing but thank me. I'm not doing it for them to thank me, but you can't hate me if I'm helping you. So eventually you're going to have to change your mindset. Damn, I don't know why I like him. I hate him, but I like him. I hate him. Let them battle with that in their mind. That's my little secret to you guys out there. Strategize. It's a mind thing. Don't get mad about it. Everybody be getting mad, want to retaliate and beat somebody down, and well, it's like chess. I play chess. I play chess. What's your move, baby? I play chess. But anyway, I mean, you having it happen in marriages. It's happening in public and social approval. I mean, everybody's just like, you say something derogatory in a chat. Oh man, the whole world come against you. The whole world. Why is the whole world coming against you? Because you have an opinion. So you have it happening there. You look at the insurgents of the women's rights activists that want to push for better women's rights. I mean, I'm all for women's rights. You know, they've come so far, they got it better than they've ever had it, and they're still not satisfied. How can you not be satisfied when you're doing things that your grandma wasn't doing? You can vote, you can drive, you can make your own money, you can own your own property. Man, you are blessed, but you're not satisfied. So here you are, women have it good, and they're protesting and marching, and then you get around to a lot of us is old school. We was raised in the family. You know, my father worked for Ford. You know, back in the day when everybody worked for Ford. You know, I learned how to be a respectful man of women, opening doors and being respectful and saying thank you and and saying miss and ma'am, all that good stuff. But when you open up the door and a woman tells you, I don't need you to open the door for me. Okay. I still do it because that's how I think. Oh, I already know she ain't gonna like me to open the door, but I'm holding it up anyway. And if she says something, I'm like, you welcome. Oh, have fun with it, bros. Have fun with it, man. See, y'all get all upset. Telling you, have fun with it. Since they bringing misery to your life, have fun with it. They taking you to that edge. Have fun with it. Mm. I think that's all I'm gonna talk about. This video's gone long enough. But I'm here just to give you guys the first video of what I'm trying to do. I'm just gonna be telling you how I'm doing it. and let you judge how you want to partake. Is this something that you want to try to incorporate into your life? The way I look at it, I just go around every day and I just deal with people as I deal with people. Everybody that I have to deal with in a dialysis center are women. So I can't separate myself from women. So what I took the strategy on was I'm going to learn from women. How else better to understand women than to learn from them? They'll tell you whatever you want. All you got to do is inquire. They love talking, so let them talk. They'll tell you everything you need to know. They'll tell you about things you didn't even know you needed to know. So just talk. Treat them with respect, but don't let them disrespect you. Keep them in their place now. See, they don't understand their place. Not saying this is all about placement, but I'm the man. If I'm not disrespecting you, why are you disrespecting me? It's just, I mean, it's even Steven to me. I mean, if you slap me, I'm sure the hell gonna slap you back. That's all I'm saying. Because that's how I was raised. I never enact the punishment. I mean, it was even in boxing. I used to always, it was always hard for me to steal somebody because I'm like, your hands is down. If you don't put your hands up, I'm gonna crave you. I'm gonna cave your face in, you know. And they would never have their hands up, and it was hard for me just to punch somebody in the face without them first punching me. So I would allow them to swing at me, and then I would counteract. I learned how to take the shot and roll with it and tear that ass up. That's how I was effective in my boxing. Same thing in Wing Chun, same thing in Taekwondo. I was effective because I learned to accept the punches, the kicks, and retaliate with existing blows. Oh, it was liberating. I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of spiritual. I love martial arts, and that's why I'm MMA. You know, I watch my UFC, and you strategize on the effectiveness of the different competitors. Each one of them has their own strategy. Everybody looks at McGregor and it's like he's not really good, but he wins, doesn't he? I don't think he's good either, but he wins, doesn't he? He has his approaches. Then you got big monsters in there like what's his name? Damn, his name just escaped me. WWE and US, now he's UFC. What's his damn name? But that dude's a huge monster. But I done see him get tanked by smaller people. His approaches. You gotta strategize, man. How you want to approach your life. The way I choose to approach my life is I'm out for observation and learning. I'm not only learning about myself, I'm learning about the people around me. Something I learned from the military too. When you're like a scout, you go out and you have to scout out the territory. I'm like a scout, scouting out what's about, scouting out what's about. That's what I recommend y'all do. So I love Big John. Kind of, I'm kind of settling back in the Big John mode right now, if y'all haven't noticed. But don't let nobody dictate how you live your life, man. I mean, I'm not even trying to dictate your life for you. I'm trying to let you know, do it your way, man. That's what MGTOW is all about. I'm doing it my own way, and I'm trying to let y'all know you ain't gotta be. There has to be no animosity. This is how you live in peace and harmony. Do it your way. When adversaries come towards you, deal with them. How you deem necessary. I guess all I can say, because each situation calls for different actions. But be about your action. Make your money. Make your money. Make your money. I can not stress this enough. If you only have one stream of income, you're not making your money. If you have two streams of income, you're on your way to making your money. If you have three or more, man, you're making your money. The reason I say that is if your job fires you today, what you got to lean on? Why are you trying to lean on the government to get your unemployment? You saw the government shut down. That's why I'm trying to get people to change their mindset. Don't depend on nobody. Get your get your money in order so that you can support yourself. If you got 10 streams of income coming in, if you lose one, you still chilling in the Bahamas, baby. And one day I'm hoping if my dreams come true, which I'm aiming for my dreams. And for all y'all that don't know, I started a company called Art in the Raw. Just like that, Art in the Raw is dedicated to promoting and exposing artists to the community. See, I run into artists all the time that don't have no no exit for how they're going to make money from all the artwork that they have. You know, am I going to have to create a website? Do I sell it in the stores? Do I have to? They no nobody has a way to sell their art. You know, some people do understand how to make money, and some people don't. And I always ran into people, and they're always telling me, you know, I see it, I'll be like, man, that's amazing. Where are you selling this? Because I'm thinking, man, I want to be able to come back one day and buy your art. They're like, I mean, I just make this out of my house, you know, and I just tell people about it. I'm like, there's nothing, no way for you, no. I'm like, and as I went, I started thinking, man, there's no way for these people to sell their art, you know, and maybe there is, but I haven't ran into it. And I'm like, well, if I can't run into it, that means it either doesn't exist or it's very few and in between. So I figure, hey, that's a business opportunity. I'm just going to create something that I think should exist, and I'll see what the artist community thinks about it. And so I started asking and talking to different people, and they were like, wow, it's a great idea. So I said, well, I don't have the money. I ain't rich, but I got a little pocket change. I'm on disability. I ain't got no cheddar. So I said I'll take a couple of dollars out of my allowance and put it to the side, and then as it builds up, I'll take that money and invest it in myself to grow my business. So I'm getting ready to file my LLC, and I already talking to two employees that I may be bringing on, trying to set them up, to try to figure out how to make them money so that I can don't have to worry about paying them a salary. And then I have a digital director, and a digital arts director that's going to come on to do all my digital art for me, so that when we bring on our artists, we can figure out how to get all their art into a digital format, so we can get it onto a computer, so we can sell it into digital art products, whatever that may be, you know. And that's all coming into phase. I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't have no more money to spend on it, so I gotta wait till payday. So when the next payday comes, I'm gonna take a couple of dollars here and I'm gonna invest it in my business and get everything finalized. Once I get everything finalized, I'm aiming for an April 1st go live date. I'm have my website done by a friend that I know through a business network that I'm a part of, and he's going to help me out with that at a low cost, hopefully saving me some money. And as I get money in, I'm going to pay him. So I'm going to have to pay everybody. So I already know it's going to happen. So I can't do it in a rush. But I'm trying to figure out a strategy because I need a business that's going to bring me in some continuous income so that I can work on something else that I have a real dream to do. Because I can't go back to work because I'm disabled. So I got to figure out a way to make money, and I'm doing that. And so this business can grow into something big. So I'm trying to put people in place. I even made an offering to my ex-wife for her to come and be my marketing director. I told that to somebody, and they were like, I don't think that's a good idea. I didn't think it was a good idea, but this ain't about me. It's bigger than me. This is bigger than me. I know she has a skill that could be very effective in that position. I'm the CEO of this company, so I got to make the business decisions appropriately. She's a good fit for that position. I offered it to her. Whether she takes it or not is irrelevant. But there is a closing on that offering because business must still go forward. This is business. It's not personal. So if she doesn't come back to me soon with an answer, I have to make that offering to somebody else because I need that position filled. Got me? So this is business, baby. This is how you do business. That's why you separate yourself from the woman because a woman will hold you back. Now, I ran into a fine woman that is about her business, which is what I respected out of that because she's in IT, so she's a consultant. She travels. She's about making her money. I like that about her, but I can't consider a relationship with her. But I might consider a business relationship with her because she's about making her money. See, that's why you got to use every tool around you, my brothers. We all worry about the woman. Don't worry about the woman. Let the woman be what she's gonna be, and you be what you're gonna be. Let me end this now. Y'all take care of yourselves. Bless it.